Aloha, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be today, this beautiful second day of February 2024. We welcome you to Elevate and Activate with Sheila and Jan. Good morning, Miss Jan. How are you today?
I am wonderful. Just trying to stay dry with all this rain. Getting ready to head up to Oxnard to do a 2-day show.
A
So,
2-day. Woo, that'll be a good one. Well,
yes.
welcome everybody today. Miss Marcy, who actually asked me to do this, can't be on the call to see it. So she's going to get a recording this afternoon. And today, for those of you who are wondering what we're going to be doing, we are going to be going over Canva. And how many people have heard about the app called Canva? Anybody? Krista has, good, Gail. Thought I saw Ian's hand. And yeah, good, because we are, you know, when you can make your own posts, your own creative documents, and then just maybe slip it into a USB stick, take it down to the printers and print it, it gives you the ability to literally make enticing pictures and things that will help you literally with the success of your business. I don't know if I have it right here. I don't. I have a poster a picture that I made for our gym that is in my downline, and it has athletes. It's not the one that is generic that is out there floating around, but we made it even more specific. And we have all the athletes, and you can see their patches, and it's there in our gym. Our girl hands it out to different people, and it's been a great way to communicate. I've downloaded it, but never used it. Oh, you're welcome, Patty. So today what we planned on doing is actually going, and I'm going to screen share, and I'm going to show you some of these cool things that you can make. And actually I also before we get started with that, a message was sent to Jan asking about how can you send a link for someone that is unwilling, they want to buy, but they are unwilling to share their credit card. That was the gist of it, right,
Yeah.
Jan?
Yes.
Okay. And so I'm going to screen share that and show you how you can do that. And was that? All right.
Thanks for doing that, Sheila.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. So when you come down to your organization, you come into your binary tree, and it's going to bring up your tree and give you the option of bottom left or bottom right. Since this is just an example, I'm just going to use this right leg right here, and you're going to click on it. And once you click on it, Jan told me that the person was interested in a silver package. So you pick the silver. And if you can look up there at the URL or whatever this thing up here is called, it actually has the person's name who this is the enroller. Elaine Slay would be the enroller. So when you are getting this out for someone, make sure that it says your name after the lifewave.com/. All right. That way it will count for you. I can rebuild her package right here in the moment if I wanted. So Jan was saying, like, maybe we go to 2x39 and this person wants 2 Eon. So, oops, that's not what I wanted. That was foolish.
Can you hear that?
Is it raining hard?
No, it's my dog digging a
Oh,
hole in my carpet.
okay, okay.
Ziggy,
Hey, you
stop.
got a hole digger in the carpet, I got a wall chewer, right? Okay, so we've created the kit to what this person is asked for. And then when you hit continue, we're just going to skip the monthly subscription. Don't set that right now. Unless they told you I want a monthly subscription order, and then you'll set the date. Here is where then I come up here. I'm going to copy this part, and I will send this one because this is the page where they fill everything out. But what I'm going to do actually before I copy it, I'm going to put in the username and the password. If you create the password for your downline, I would do that first. And then I would hit copy. And then we can come over. How do I move this little bar? And then I would come over here. I'd hit compose, Susie, whatever your subject line, and paste that. Actually, I'm going to send it to Jan. Let's see if this works. I might have to do it off a different. Let me go over to this one. Okay, Jan J. Rand. Hi. It's just the one that says hi, Jan. Okay. And what I'd like you to do is when you get that, Jan, see if you can open that up for me, okay? Jan's gonna see. Ural. Thank you, Susan. And you're muted, Jan, just so you know. Her inbox is full.
My inbox is full
That's what David said.
on my computer.
I think he's just teasing you, girl.
Oh, that's not happening.
Right?
Okay, I got it. I opened it up. And I get the screen to pick my kit.
The screen to pick your kit. All right, so then it's no point to even go beyond the screen to pick the kit, right?
Right, right.
Are you talking about where it's the bronze, gold, silver
Yeah, you pick,
choices?
yes, you pick your pack.
All right. So does everybody, if you are on video and you understand this, nod, give me a thumbs up, a hand up. All right, perfect.
Another thing you could do with somebody is if you're Zoom savvy, you could go on Zoom, have them share their screen. They have to be Zoom savvy, and you can walk them through the steps and make sure that they do everything right. So that's another option.
Another way to do it. Good, because options, people like choice, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So before we move on, are there any questions? I see Shirley Sullivan, your hand is raised, and Debbie Kelly. And that was that your question, Debbie, that was sent to Jan, or no, it was Brenda.
It was Brenda Kelly.
Brenda Kelly. Okay. What's up, Deb?
I was told also if someone didn't want to use a credit card, they would get a card that you can load money onto. What's
Oh, a
a
prepaid card.
prepaid card and do it with that. And I did a customer with that.
And did they like that?
They did, because then they have control of their card that's being used,
Right. Perfect.
but they have to order every month, of course, with a prepaid card.
That's right.
That's the only downfall.
Or they just get a new prepaid card and there they keep loading in. Did
Yes.
you page you'd shown that has the name of the website in it, or only the earlier page that shows the kits? The earlier page that shows the kits with the colored pictures is what she got. All right. Any other questions? And yeah, there is the thing about the pre-populated page. And I did kind of look at that. Jan and I opened it up, but we just decided to go the easy route and send them that kit link. What if they say they want a silver, but then they really decide they want to be a gold, right?
That they want what?
To be a gold when they see what they could get. You never.
Oh, right.
So yeah. Okay. And the website that you'd created for them. Nope, it didn't show any of that. It just showed that one gold page. All right. So if there's no other questions, we are going to head to Canva. If they want the kit. Okay, thank you. Because somebody accidentally picked something else. Yeah. All right, let me move this back. And let's grab Canva. So this is a design app called Canva. And we're not going to go up through all these little labels and everything. I just want to get you guys understanding the basics of it. And when you come along this line here in the blue, can everybody see what I'm sharing?
Yes.
Okay. These are different types of designs that you can actually create. Okay. And then for me, you can see that one says for me, I might want to try, and then it has these different ones down here. I really dig making square posts. I like Instagram. I don't like Instagram. That's not what I mean. I like to use this template. Okay. So you can see when I clicked it, it brought me up a blank white page. I can
I'm
click.
sorry, what did you click?
I clicked right here, the Instagram post, and
Okay.
it's 1080 by 1080 pixels. That's just telling you the size it is. I like to also use, where's my other ones? I use Facebook posts, and then posters that I make. These are 8.5 inch by 11, and I can actually control my sizes. And I'm going to show you what I'm working on. This is just that one can go away. This is a promotion that Kathleen is running for our downline, specifically the chiropractor's office, because we want them. They almost always buy gold packages, and our chiropractor has not. We had a big meeting this week with him, and he understands now the importance of getting them onto an auto ship, because he builds his kits with one or two X39, X49, and then a bunch of supporting patches. So we came up with this idea for him to, let's get his patients onto monthly auto subscriptions, and that way they can continue to build and generate that volume. Because you know, one of the big things, once you get out of the manager and director ranks, to hit senior director, ED and above, you have to shoot for 50,000 points. Then you have to shoot for 100, and it's all about team downline volume. And so that's why we built this. Okay. And so Jan, what kind of well, let me just show you around and then we'll build something together. Okay. Let me show
Okay.
you the. So on this, let me just move this up if I can. Over on the far left, it says design. Okay, well, this is what we're working on, is a design. Elements. Wait, design. Okay, so we have templates. You can scroll through all these little pictures and say you really like how something looks. Like this kind of would be a good one. Let me add a page. So it opened it up. And what's cool is I should be able to click on things. Okay, I don't want that tape recorder, and I don't want this. So you can take a template with the background, and we could actually create a new. Oops. And create a totally new.
I think what helped, I know what helps because I've done this before, is that you're explaining that the shapes and spaces they have for the original design, you can remove the picture inside of the shapes, and then you have that space or that amount of space for writing. So that's what the template is. But also, how did you, I need a reminder, how did you get the original? You put an original blank page up there?
To get a blank page.
From where?
You just come over here.
Over where? Over
It's
there.
right across. See where it says page 2?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Over here where it says add page, you click
Okay.
it.
That's
gives you
it.
a
Okay.
page.
Thank
Now,
you.
you're welcome. The other thing that you can do instead of adding a blank page is if I wanted to have this exact page. So let's do this. I'm going to dump this one. I'm going to get a blank one. I'm going to put this up. So I really like this idea, but I don't want to change the original because I want to be able to refer to it. So by hitting this one where it says duplicate page, now I have 2 on my page and I can play around. I could take words out, you know, you can move things, can make it smaller. And what you could end up doing is something to the effect of this. Beauty. Coming soon. Alavita eye cream. Okay. And we can change the size of our font. So everything, if you highlight it all, you can just click in here and let's just say 50 point. So that's in the middle. All right. So as you can see, everything is on the left-hand orientation. Pardon me, that's my right hand. It's all oriented to the right. Let's say I don't like that because I don't. I come up here to where it says alignment across the top on the white instructions, and I can just click it and it's going to just change. Let's go back to that one, change it as well. So now everybody, that's not right. Let's get this one is off still. Now they're all centered. So you can literally change how things are written and but still use the same font. Or I can highlight all of this and I come up here where this says Roxborough CF. And I can click it and it's going to bring me all of the different fonts. And it's telling me right now that there is Canva Sans and Roxborough. Well, Roxborough is what we have highlighted. So this enchanting beauty down here at the bottom and this number, those are the Canva Sans. So let's just see what happens when we change the font here. It instantly will change to whatever you want. It's one of my favorites. And I use that for fantasy stuff, not stuff for LifeWave, but for my other business. And if I like that, I can increase the size of it by hitting the font size. Let's say when I come there and I look at it and I'm just kind of like, maybe that's too much, right? Instead of having to erase it, if we come to the blue top here, you can see the little backwards arrow and it's changing my size there. It changed it to the, I like that font. That's a pretty cool font. And we can actually just change everything. And look at that. So by using the back button, you can get it back to the very, very beginning. Okay. We're going to add a page. You can add a page at the bottom, or again, you can add a page over on the top right. And now we're going to look at elements. So elements, they're not photographs, but there are different shapes, graphics. Okay, I've never used the AI image generator. Stickers, let's go in here. What happened to the dragon stickers? Let's look at these. Well, we got Chinese New Year's coming up. And so I'm going to make a Chinese New Year hit post. Because I'm going to the Chinese New Year festival and having my dragons. So you can see these are all animated, right? You don't have to do that for it. It will automatically do it for yourself. So I've got the pictures that I want on from Elements, and now I want to put a text. So I hit text. And these are different sized. I suggest you play with it. I usually use these bottom two. I rarely use the heading size because if I want it big, I just increase the font size. So we're going to use the middle one and we're going to say Happy Chinese New Year. Now, what I want everybody to notice about this is, see how we have all the movement and that looks really cool. Oops, and I didn't spell that correctly. What could anybody talk about that font? What did that font look like? Anybody got an idea? No? Okay. It's flat, right? It's totally flat. Let's go back and take a look at that. Okay. So when you look at this font right here, it's just flat. And what you want to ask yourself, is it eye-catching? Does it make somebody want to stop and read what I'm creating? Okay, whether it's for a booth at the Chinese New Year Festival, a booth in a genetics conference where you get to do regenerative science, okay, whatever it is, you need something that's going to catch people's eye, all right? And Happy Chinese Flat is not going to do it. So there's a couple of different things that we can do, and we're going to start with the same, just keeping this font, and we're going to come up here to effects. And when you come over to effects, you can see this one is none, so it leaves it flat. And I suggest you just start to look at the different kinds of things.
Sheila,
Yes,
I think that's too blocky looking.
it is too blocky looking, but I want to show you. We're gonna shift it. I'm just showing you how you can
Yeah,
get.
I know you're just using that as an example.
Yeah. So outlined, even though it's black, so that it's outlined in gray and you can't see it. So if you came over here, you could change that color. These are document colors. So these are the colors that are in there. Brand colors, default. So we're just going to try and see what that doesn't make any change. There came some change, and you can see how there's depth inside of the words now. That's what you're looking for. And you just want to play with the colors because every color is going to make it look different. That looks pretty cool with the red on there. Now you can get an echo. You can get different and see how with different effects, everything, the color looks different with each different effect. Let's go back to the one that was red, or did it all change? I'm going to do this one. I'm going to go to red. And what I want you to look at here, so we have thickness. When you move this line, it's changing the thickness of that outer line. Offset means it's increasing the distance that that red is out of the black. So it looks like an echo almost. Let's do that so you can see this. Now watch what happens
You
when
mean
you
a shadow? It looks like a shadow.
shadow and echo, whatever you want to
Oh,
call it.
neat.
And then direction lets you literally change the direction of the movement. So see how it's changing and now it's coming to the bottom. And that gives you control and it allows you to literally change how things look. Let's go back to that one. It's red. Yeah. And so that's one thing to do with text. Now, again, somebody said that it was blocky, or I don't really remember what you said, how you described it, but yeah, it was. So now we're just going to change that. I like that font a lot better. And let's increase its size and let's go play with effects on this font. I really like Echo font. And so see how the difference in depth, it's a lot more interesting than having it with just Canva sans. All right, so that's text. Now, the next thing that you can do on branding, that's if you have to set up your own system. I have some brand stuff in here, but we're not going to go into it because it's like college level versus kindergarten and grade school. Okay. Uploads are where you have pictures and you bring them out of your computer and you put them in here and you can choose to put, all right, so let's put a dragon on the dragon thing. So I could put a photograph on there, but say I don't want it all blocky and square. I'm going to come back up here to elements. And I'm going to get out to, I'm going to come down to the one that says frames. I believe it says frames, charts, tables, frames. And if you wonder, when you see all of our posts for Team Evolve and the podcasts and the different covers that we put on our videos and things, we use these little frames because it's easy to take a photograph and put it in a frame. So I can come back over here to my uploads. And we can put our picture in a frame. Do you see how easy that is to change something out of here? A lot of LifeWave stuff. There's my broken toe. And put Maui in there. Now, what I want to show you here is that when you put the new picture in, if you double click with your index finger on your mouse, it should, what's going on there? It did. All right. When I have it on this screen, I can take the corners and I can make that heart bigger to fill it up. Or I can make it, that's as small as it is because it's the size of the computer. Okay. So just rotating it, I can turn it all around. So there's lots that you can do from different spaces. Like right there, I could return, you saw how I could turn it, but if you look right here, see these little yin and yang arrows? That allows me to turn it on this page as well. So it's giving you the freedom to float things through and change how they look. And so uploads, depending on what you're making, is, there's Jan and me. And you can see I do a lot of different stuff using all different things. These pictures were all ones I collated off the internet. This was one somebody had made. There's one of the best dragons I ever made. And so this is how we pull things in and we make signs and posters. Okay. You can draw. You can pick this pen and I can draw. And if you're artistic and you like to use that kind of stuff, it's a lot of fun. if you don't draw very good, it can be a challenge. But I'm just taking it off because I decide I don't want it, right? All right. Now, projects, that's where these are my projects. These are apps that link into Canva. I don't usually use any of those except for the QR code. So when people see when Jan and I and Marcy, we do that foundational training on Mondays and Tuesdays, right? And when you see the business cards, people say, well, I don't want that business card. Okay, well, make your own, right? And well, how do I get my stuff on there? Okay, well, let's put a QR code on here. So you're going to enter the URL. So we're just going to do start x39now.com, generate code. It may want, there it is. All right. So, the only way we're going to find out if that actually works is, well, I know it does, but I'm gonna download this, Jan, and I'm gonna send it to you, and then I want you to, oh, wait, let me see. Maybe I can use my phone. How's that? Got your phone handy. Try and click through that URL.
Are you going to email it to me or text it?
Ooh, it did it.
It worked.
Just hold your phone up. It works. It's like, wow. And it took me right there. Gail got it. It took me right where I wanted to be. So you could put, let's see. Okay. And now let's see if it takes us to a new one, right? There it is. How cool is that? So you can generate your own business cards that have your personalized website on it and on the front or the back, and then you could do start x39now.com. And the same thing for creating posters. So let's go up here. If I really wanted to, not that I want to put it on this one, but if I wanted to, I could put a startx39now.com link on there. Or if you are having an event and you want people to register, you could put the URL for the register link into the QR code, and they're standing in front. I mean, Kathleen and I went belly to belly on Wednesday out in Paia, and there are so many flyers up in windows, and we were taking photographs of all these flyers because they're contacts, because it's all about the healing arts is where we were at. Paia is really full of that stuff. And so we were taking photographs of these posters, and if I had had a QR code and I was taking a photograph, it would have taken me right to that person's site that they wanted me to see. So these are just little things that you can think of to create your different signs for whatever it is that you're making them for. I add another page. Oh, and it came out almond, but I don't want almond. So I click the picture background color and I'm turning it white, because we're going to come right over here to the left. And the next thing to look at is photos. So it always shows you what you've recently used. Okay. It shows you, it knows that I was looking in the templates and I used those flowers. And Jan, give me, you can see what my searches are all about. Give me a word to search for, Jan. What would we want? What are we looking for? What kind of picture?
A word for a picture?
Yeah, what kind of picture?
Oh
A
God.
place, a thing, a place, doesn't matter.
A place.
A place. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
to San Diego. Okay. Oops. So here we go. Here are photographs of San Diego. So let's pretend that we are going to make an event poster for San Diego. All right. All right. So we're going to have our picture up. And let's decide that we're going to get a background. So we come to backgrounds. Again, recently used. These are all landscapes. Well, we've got a photograph, so we don't really want a landscape, right? So we close landscape, brings us back here. I don't think we want a pattern. Maybe we do. Let's just look up here in these pretty colors. Maybe not. Maybe we don't even want a background. We'll just use this one. That looks terrible. Do you see what's important is to play, okay?
Yeah.
Because if I just picked this one right here, people would look at it and they're like, what the heck? And honestly, when you create when you create a post to invite people into anything, they're not going to read it if it's too busy. But we're going to make
Yeah.
a really busy one right now. Okay. I want to show you the shapes because I want an oval. We're going to bring an oval down. And we're going to use it to text inside of. So I've created this oval. Now I'm going to click on text. Excuse me. We're going to do the add a subheading because I don't want it huge. Let's see. Let's say they elevate, activate, and I think the last one on the brochure was regenerate. Okay. Now, I'm all about being, I like things, I'm a Libra, I like things balanced. So I really like things to look like this looks horrific to me. And I what do you guys think? What did that look like? Did everybody like it? Down, Gail's going, right? And you can see your back office has approved advertisements corporate life. That's true. And yes, you can copy Lifeway pictures to add to Canva. When you lock something, can it be unlocked? I created a flyer and had them print, but I'd like to, yes, you can unlock and lock things. And there you go. Cool stuff. It's a QR code going directly to your personal Lifeway website if you want it to. It's really, where do you want to send people? I don't like sending people there. And then I'll tell you why, because I like to be the one that enters the orders into the account. I want the control of which leg they're going on. I want the ability to guide them because I'm the person that has the experience and they don't, right? And so you can put whatever you want to be on your business cards or your posters, and you can send them wherever you want. You are the only person that can make that decision for yourself. Okay. Marcy can tell me, hey, I got this business one, and this is my card on the front. It goes to my site, and the back it goes to Start X39 Now. I did that. I didn't like it. I ended up changing mine. This is my third rev. So I literally created this card on this site right here. And the back is the old script, the old backs. And right there is my QR code. And next to it, it says, visit startx39now.com. So people like me can manually type it into my phone or a computer. And people that are tech savvy and love all this stuff, you can click my code and it'll take you there. So I'm giving people, again, a choice, right? Can we have 2 QR codes, one with the website and one with our name ordering site? Yes, you can. You can put as many QR codes on things as you want. Can call, well, these were this when we were talking about place. Have to jump on my other Zoom. Thank you. Libra balance gal. Haha, that's so funny. When we were, does our PV go left or right or stay as personal volume? Jan, you want to field that question? Because I'm in Canva mode.
Yeah, I'm sorry, say that one more time.
It says, Sil says, when we order, does our personal value go left, right, or stay as personal value?
When you order yourself,
Yeah.
I don't think that goes, it just goes up the tree. So it's like if Sheila's above me and I'm on Sheila's right leg, it would go all the way up through Sheila to everybody. But it doesn't go to my left or right. It's just my personal volume.
Right. It
Does that
just
make
stays in
sense?
that little pool for me for the month.
Yeah,
And then it
but
goes.
it doesn't go on your own left or right.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, you'd have to be below yourself. So yeah, no, it's not on left or right.
So Deborah, your question about how do we create our own QR code is that you're welcome, Sil. You're going to go, let's go back in here and let me move this. So I'm going to guess that you are lifewave.com/Deborah Haviland. Is that correct?
Because I signed up 2 years ago, I'm Stem Cells Heal, and I need to change it to my name, but I haven't yet.
Okay, well, so when I put that in,
Oh,
it
Stem Cells Heal
didn't
88.
recognize you. And so this is my friend Brenda that I signed up, and so you would just put your URL in there. Okay, so say it
Oh,
again.
okay.
What is it again?
Stem Cells Heal 88.
ADA
88.
88. So there you go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. Let's go back over here. Go down to apps. To the QR code. Paste what we just copied. There it is. So
Awesome.
if you
I'm gonna
copy,
I'm gonna take a picture of it and see that it goes there, because I'm doing it from memory. I hope I had that right. And thank you immensely.
you're welcome. I would not keep this as it, because as soon as I shut this window, it's going to be deleted.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You need to regenerate your own code.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the website, then I'm gonna go to an app that generates QR codes, and then I'm gonna copy it into it. And
Okay, so there's 2 places you can find the QR code program here, right?
okay.
Or if you scroll to the very bottom, it says QR code as well.
Oh, and this is inside of
This is
Canva.
all in Canva.
Okay, that's so awesome. I really appreciate the training you're doing. You're doing a great job. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let's see let me get off that. So we decided we didn't like that at all. And let's edit no, we don't want I'm sorry. Let's go to backgrounds, and we're just gonna go back here to a light color one. All right. And that pill looks really gross. LifeWave's colors.
It is girls.
I like to come down when I clicked on that pill box and I came up here to color, okay, it's going to bring me to colors. These are colors that are in the document. That's my brand kit for other stuff. And now here we are with all the different pictures that are literally on the 3 or 4 pages that I've got up here. 5, it says. Right down here, it tells you how many pages you have. So let's play with some of the colors in this picture. That's kind of cool.
It's dark.
That's too much. So what we can do is, I like that blue, but it is a dark color. Whoever just said that is accurate. And I can come up to this rainbowy color wheel. And from here, I can drag this little white dot anywhere I want.
Wow,
Oh, I like that.
that's amazing.
Isn't that cool? So you can totally, now watch what happens. Let's say I really like this one. However, we don't want it to be blue. Maybe we want to go into greens or yellows or reds. So I can change the spectrum of the colors by moving the white dot right here. Now, this number sign 48BDE1, that is literally the color of blue that I'm using. And sometimes when I'm creating things, I will write down, I use blotter calendars. So I would write down my notes, or it's all over this calendar. And I will write that down. Let me show you one of the changes I made, Jan. I make the covers for Jan and I's Activate and Elevate, and I just created this new one. And I really liked this this blue color here. And so I wanted to, not that one, the pill. I liked it. So I found out what color it was, and then I went searching for different graphic pieces. So that, see how that moves? I went and I put that number in so I could find that. But we don't want to change that. And you can see these are different covers for my YouTube. This one I don't use anymore because they shifted to this for the background. So I appropriated it and I made it for when Jan and I do foundational trainings, so that I can post the link up on my YouTube site. And because we fill in for Marcy. This was patching podcast covers. So you can see, and this is the patching party that we have. There was, I don't know if it's still in Start 333 Biz, if this one particular, but there's that. And you can, Marcy's made these links in there so that you can actually copy and put your own information in. This is a patching party invitation that we sent out to people. And this was a great one here at my house. We had 20 people at my house. Here's a new updated patching podcast. We call them stories, right? And instead of being there where it's listing everything, this was when we said, oops, we can't really do a lot, but that was before, and we can, you can take that out, delete it, and there's just a template. This is when I made the cover because I was on Wendy's call and I wanted to put it onto my website as well. So you can take one kind of a template and it can evolve just because I'm literally making a copy and then I can play with it. I mean, it's kind of cool. Okay, let's see what's the chat. Canva is free. Yeah, I pay for Canva because I want the premium pictures. I like the patching party. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Is Canva like a PowerPoint? You can actually do PowerPoints on Canva. So let's go see some of the things that I've got stored up, okay? These are all my projects. And let's find one. Presentation. No, that's not what I want. There we go. So this I believe I did this on one of our calls. You might have been gone that day, Jan, on one of your trips with Mars to an event. So this is an actual meditation that I did. And you can see here at the bottom that this screen is going to show for 5.0 seconds. Each screen you can set independently, timing them. And let's see, I can move that. You can see there's quite a few screens that I've got. And with a presentation, I can come to this, you hit the button that says share, present, full screen. Can everybody see this? And there, I can talk behind it. I can run music behind it. I can leave it up. And start autoplay. So now it's going to just be playing by itself. So you can create a PowerPoint. I've done quite a few of them. I have I'm a Reiki master and I teach. So I have a whole all the levels of Reiki in here, and I do a class with PowerPoints that I've created. So there's lots of different options of, you can see, I like that. I love the little square Instagram posts. There's one that I did for Jan and Kathleen for our Patch On group. And I don't even, is this one the accurate one still, Jan?
Yes. 5 o'clock on Wednesdays.
Okay, so this gets sent out into different threads that Jan and Kathleen have with our team, and we send them out, and then people come and they show up at that. So if you are enjoying to do training with your people, having something that it's already in your phone and you just keep hitting copy send is a really easy thing to do. When Kathleen and she likes to get on the phone and I screen share and I'll make things while she's on the phone. And she'll say, oh, I don't like that color. Oh, that's too busy. Or let's do something different here. And so we work as a team to create a lot of our different signs and things that we make. Okay, now I'm going to show you this one. This one was created by Sean Zook. Okay. And the reason I want you to look at this is, where are your eyes going, Jan? Where are your eyes being drawn right now?
To the top part, the power of X39.
Okay, my eyes can't light. I cannot settle on anything. There is so much going on this. Okay, there's way too much. So you can still have all of the messaging, but I would not put the sunshine picture and then this crinkled paper picture and then the background of Alaska picture. What I would have done with this one is I would have put the part here where it says June 18th and this blue stuff. I would have taken that up to the top and I would have come in with this lighter blue color. I would have filled that as the rest of the background paper. All of my print would be in white. It would still, I might make this, I might use this picture up here, but it would be smaller possibly. Or it would be at the very bottom, all this would be brought up, and then This would be balancing out that inner blue. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So the reason I wanted to show you that is because I get people calling me, asking me to help them with this, and they can't understand that there's too much going on sometimes. Okay. You want to start out simple. So we are nearly out of time. And if you have questions or comments, provide the website URL where your recordings will be. Absolutely. It is, let me just go grab it because off the top of my head, again, I'm in Canva, my brain is. So, here you go. So these calls all live on Telegram in the business training. They show up in that Evolve team. I put them in there. Marcy puts them into the training, and then they're on my YouTube site. Rob, I would love to answer a question for you. I think you have-
Super. Good afternoon, ladies. It was actually a carryover from last week. I'd asked a question about the rollover volume.
Okay.
I don't know if you were, I think it might have been Jan was supposed to look into that.
And what was I'm sorry, refresh my memory. What was the question?
Okay, you have left volume, right volume, and at the top it gives you rollover volume. My question was the rollover volume, is it applied to your weakest leg? Is it, where does that go?
Sheila, can you bring up somebody's back office so I can see what he's referring to?
For whatever reason, I got to stump you two last week and you said you'd find the answer. So
Yeah, well, I forget a
you
lot.
slept since then. You slept since then.
Okay. And the question is?
Rollover. Okay, you can see, you
Oh,
have
the
left
rolling
volume, right
day.
volume,
Mhm.
rollover volume. Where does that go? Like I said, I know you're supposed to have at least 110, blah, blah, blah. I think mine's like it goes between 548 and 900 or something. So I always have extra because I've got customers. But I'm curious, is that applied, when I'm cycling, does that
No,
apply
if
to my weak leg?
that's your personal volume, so that doesn't go into your legs
At all. It
at
rolls
all.
upwards. That personal volume of yours goes up and is part of the team. And that part where it says PV over 110, that's where Rob, you have, I know of multiple PCs, right? And so those points over 110, they live in that account right here. And then they will be pulled up to make, if you don't place your order, it'll be pulled up as your own 110 point number. Is that correct, Jan?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that make sense, Rob?
Well, I was, maybe I was pulled wrong or got wrong perception or something, but it's like we have no benefit of ordering on our own. I mean, I'm not asking for a discount or something, but I thought when we placed orders, we would get some benefit from what we order. You're saying it goes for the team, but I thought there was a personal, I mean, again, if I want to order extra product, it benefits nobody but people above me.
Okay, so
Well, the volume counts for you.
No, it doesn't. I mean, I've got left volume, right volume. That's what I get cycled on. You're telling me that
The
that
main
rolls
point
up,
is you
but
have to
said
build
rolls
people
upward.
under you. You have to
Rob,
build people under you.
Rob, someone posted, Heidi posted that Peter answered this question on the In the Know training on Wednesday of this last week, this week here we're in. So,
Peter said the same thing. I heard that. He said the same thing that you're just now saying. It didn't say, I see what he's asking. So it really, you don't need to order if your customers are in that pool and giving you more than 110 points.
that is correct. That is absolutely.
That's what
Because that's
Rob, yeah.
in the beginning when I was running my account, I had PCs and they were populating my 110. And so I wasn't ordering every single month. That is truth.
Mhm.
So
So
Rob, you can order underneath somebody else, or, I mean, that's what I've been doing. I've been ordering under my husband because he has the account. So that way I get more volume because I'm not built up a lot on my smaller leg. But not everybody has somebody they can do that with.
true.
Is that right?
Okay, now, from what I just heard, and make sure I get clarify this, I don't have to order because I've got enough customer volume that I don't have to worry about the 110, okay?
Correct. That is
All right.
correct.
What, let's see how I phrase this question. Okay. I'll work through the confusion.
Okay. Okay.
Have one
So Liz,
personal volume.
I'm sorry.
You have to do 110 personal volume every month.
Yes, but if you have a preferred customer, I'll give you a good example. I had sponsored a friend who had sponsored her son's father-in-law. So he's my second generation. My friend Maureen, who sponsored him, passed away. So this guy is now my first generation. He hasn't purchased anything in over a year, but he has one preferred customer that he sponsored way back a couple of years ago. And that one preferred customer buys something every month. They're on auto ship. So every month, this guy has 77 points into his account, which keeps him alive, and he makes money. So he hasn't bought anything in over a year, but that preferred customer keeps him as an active member, which stinks for me because we call this a hair in the biscuit.
Okay. But as a manager, right, I have to maintain 110, even though my son is in the business and he orders. But is that only for preferred customers that we get that?
Yes, preferred customers, their volume counts for you, just like this guy who hasn't bought anything. If he didn't have that preferred customer, I would call customer service and have him downgraded to a preferred customer because he personally hasn't done anything in over a year. But because he has a preferred customer that he signed up, that those points count towards his personal volume, which keeps him active, which makes it impossible for me to downgrade him to a preferred customer to get the hair out of my biscuit.
I see. Thank you.
So
He's
someone,
blocking me from making money is what I'm saying.
that's right, he's a block. So somebody asked about the Canva that I use, and I get the premium or premier, I don't know what the name is, but it's one of those. And if we go, I'll show you real quick. When we go back over here to it, and you go to photos, see where it's, oh, it's pro. Okay, see where the little crown is? The only way you can use that photograph is if you have a pro account. If you don't have a pro account, then you can use anything that doesn't have a crown on it. But if you try to click the pro, it'll bring up a, hey, do you want to upgrade? I just paid $16.95. So it's $16.95 for me to utilize Canva a month
A month?
and use it for free.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, I don't pay for I don't pay for email apps or programs that, MailChimp and all that crap. I don't do that. It's $16.95, Heidi. So for me, this kind of a business expense, I like it. I don't just use it for LifeWave. I use it for my Organite shop and anything else. One of the things I'm going to be doing today actually is creating a Super Bowl invitation to text out to our close friends and invite them over to watch Super Bowl. So, you can use it for anything in your life. And no, I don't use AI apps. I'm not into AI. I remember when my best friends, we lived in Oregon still at this time, so this is over 30 years ago, said, come on, let's get in the internet. And I said, I'm never going on the internet. My kids aren't going on the internet. Okay, well, here I am. But AI, I'm not interested. And I don't like how they can take me and create me to be something else or say something and it verbally sounds like me. I don't like it. So I don't do it.
Very dangerous.
Agreed. I think it's very dangerous. Very,
They can take your voice, or they could take your kid's voice and make a phone call to you as it's your son saying that they're in trouble and send me money and blah, blah, blah. And it sounds exactly like your
you
kid.
think it was. So yeah, I don't do that, but do what makes you feel good, right? I mean, if I'm not advocating, anarchy, I'm advocating what it's just like this, okay? My little sister, who I can see right there, Amy, she's got her online calendar thing going. She's got her spreadsheets going. And this is me, okay? More power to her. She's 10 years younger than me. She got that crap in school. Yeehaw. I don't want to be that person. Okay. So maybe it was 14, 20. I don't know. I'd have to look it up on my Square app to tell you how much I actually paid. 14, 16, to me, it's all worth it, right? So old school book on how to send an invitation professionally dated. Oh, that's really cool. I like old school books. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to learn this. I hope that you guys found it useful and educational, and don't be afraid to play with it and make it, the big thing is make it eye appealing. Okay. I like to use the word eye candy. And when Kathleen and I sit and work together on these things, I'm like, ew, and she's the first one that'll say, oh my God, that hurts my eyes. She really will. And then I know it's really bad. So thankfully, hopefully this will be on your channel by tomorrow. Yeah, it'll get out. I go ahead and I once we turn off the recording, then it starts downloading into my system, and sometime this afternoon it'll be out. Don't we need an auto shipment? No, that answered that, but be sure occupied and your points. Correct. You don't need to have an auto ship. You don't have to. You can use a maintenance pack, right? Jan's using the maintenance packs. It's all about keeping those points. That's the important thing. And honestly, any account that you're in charge of, whether that's the doctor's office or my husband, me, I look at them every single day. Every day. Open your account up and look at how many points you have. Because the one time I didn't, my husband lost like 80,000 points. Okay. And you don't get them back, right? So make sure that you're looking. That's your bank account. I didn't open his back office up today. He's got over 220,000 points on his left leg. And it literally equates out, if you do all the math of cycling, to $22,000 just cycling. Okay. So make sure you don't lose your points. Keep them, check your account, because only you are in charge of your success and your business's success, right? So Jan, I just want to say thanks, my sweet friend. I love you so much. Hanging out with you once a week like this is awesome. And thank you everybody that joins us on this call. We really appreciate it. Jan?
Thank you, Sheila. The training was great. I feel like a preschooler. I just gonna go and try to find, here's the page, how to put the words on and put a picture. That's my goal, is to practice that. So thank you for the training. I'll probably be calling you. How do I get the blank page?
No worries. The
Any
excitement.
other preschoolers here that are willing to admit it?
Yeah, it's
Thank
okay
you,
to be in
Heidi.
preschool. Anne says, yeah. So we probably are going to do this in about 6 to 8 weeks again, so that Marcy can be on the call. Okay. Because she really wanted to be here today, but couldn't. So thank you, everyone.
All right,
Love
have
you.
a great weekend.
Thanks, Sheila.
We've got Wendy coming up here with podcasts today. I don't think we have training tomorrow. Is that correct, Jan? Or is there a Saturday training? But I'm wondering because we have the New Jersey program. That's why.
Yeah, but that's
It's-
just a, no, we should have training. That's just a
It's
small
Dr.
little,
Stacy and Dr.
Harmon.
Dr. John. Yeah,
Harmon.
1 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
perfect.
So
All right,
that's
we'll
an
see you on the
amazing
training.
training. Get on there, okay?
Thank you, ladies.
Bye. Have a
Yeah,
good weekend.
bye-bye.
Good night.